obviously, because you're way ahead of me. So yeah, we do record it obviously just in case anybody misses it. So do feel free to share that recording when it goes up. But yeah, thank you, Echo. As Echo said, I'm a solicitor by profession. So obviously I did the whole law school, qualified as a solicitor within the UK, and very quickly realised that sort of being behind a desk 9 to 5 and feeling very unappreciated was not how I wanted to go. Obviously, I do have the advantage of having my father, Paul Chalmers, who is an amazing institutional trader, you know, amazing businessman. I'm obviously going to be biased and just say he's a really good guy because he's my father. So what he obviously designed was the Forex trading behind NextGen Academy. So I've got a short presentation for you this evening. We'll go through that. The presentation that I've got for you tonight is our usual NextGen Academy presentation. Obviously, we had some announcements in Istanbul, which I have included just briefly within this presentation. But some of the things which we announced aren't going live until sort of the beginning of June. So you will have a brand new presentation coming out once everything's gone live, because obviously we need to take certain screenshots from those, especially obviously the like Echo said, the crypto trading. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I promise not to keep you too long because I am mindful, obviously, within the UK, we are on a Sunday evening, so I don't want to keep you too long. But as I said, this is the NextGen Academy presentation. So we have always been Forex traders, you know, educating people on how to trade Forex. That's what we do. We're teachers, we're educators, we're traders. Now, a lot of people won't know, you know, exactly what Forex is. Now, a lot of people, if they're wanting to trade Forex, have already done their homework and they will know, you know, a fair bit about Forex. But for those of you who have maybe never traded Forex before, the Forex industry is the biggest industry in the world. There are over 10 million traders worldwide. And with that, there is over $6 trillion traded every single day just on the foreign exchange. So that's an absolutely enormous volume of money that's being pushed through. Now, with that sheer volume of money, it's no wonder why there are more millionaires than in any other business. I think the most successful, if you will, Forex trader in his own right is worth about $6 billion. And that's an American gentleman, obviously trading within an institutional setting, but has made an awful lot of money for himself just trading Forex. Now, if you do Google Forex, you may see some horror stories because there are an awful lot of people who seem to be able to lose money trading Forex very easily. Now, if you do have a quick look, there are some startling statistics out there. So a survey was done within the world of Forex, and they think 85% of people who trade Forex lose money. 10% make little to no profit, but 5% make big profit. Now, that 5% are going to be your institutional traders, the people trading our pensions, hedge funds. They're going to be making that big profit. Now, we're very happy to say NextGen is in that top 5%. So we've got an amazing track record. Since the service behind NextGen Academy started, we've not had a single losing week, which is just amazing. Again, it keeps us in that top 5%. But with that in mind, there are reasons behind that. I often say it's easy to make pips trading Forex. It's easy to make profit trading Forex. It's also very, very easy to lose the money that you make. And that's where a lot of people fall down. They'll make the money, and then they'll lose it just as fast. Now, the way we trade and the way that we teach you, more importantly, is that institutional way with very, very strict money management. And that is how they do it in the big institutions. The people trading your pensions, they're going to be very strict when it comes to trading, because obviously they're not going to want to lose everyone's pensions and lose their jobs in the process. Now, the way that we are able to develop you as a trader is by developing your mindset, developing that mentality of a professional trader. Because one thing that we don't want to do is have you trading on your emotions. So a lot of people will go and, you know, they'll win a couple of trades in a row and their emotions will come into it. They'll think they're on a lucky streak. No such thing as luck in Forex. They'll think that they've got their luck behind them, and then they'll go into a trade they shouldn't have gone into, probably not put a stop loss on because they've got poor money management, and they will lose all of their profit that they've just made. So they go very, very quickly from that 5% down into the 10%, or usually 85% of people who lose money. It's very, very easy to get there, very, very easy to fall out. Now, one of the ways we do this is that we avoid trading when there's major news announcements, so political elections potentially. Non-farm payroll is the biggest one. First Friday of every month in America, they announce their non-farm payroll statistics, one of the biggest economical announcements in the US, which is the biggest economy in the world. And so we don't trade on that day because it's more volatile, and it's easier to lose that money that you've worked so hard to make. And we also don't trade when there's public holidays. So normally that includes US and UK public holidays. And the reason behind that is because the people trading, putting that $6 trillion a day through, they're not at their desks, they're on holiday with their family enjoying a long weekend. So the people putting the money through the market aren't going to be from your big institutions. They're going to be something more volatile, possibly as a result of a news item or something like that. And that means that you can't rely on the analysis of the market that you have done. So we simply don't trade because we'd like to keep our profit, and it keeps us in that top 5%. Now, that's a very, very quick overview of the world of Forex. Like I said, we do have some announcements involving some crypto trading, and you will have a slightly new presentation when that comes out, because we're rolling that out at the beginning of June. Okay, so keep your eye out for that one as well. But as it stands, our current NextGen service includes 20 educational modules. So that includes everything that you will need to know to be able to trade in your own right as a Forex trader. We also live stream our trading screens 12 hours a day. And so that includes the strategies which we use, and we'll go through a lot of news announcements, things like that with you, which I'll go into more information on. We have live support for 8 hours a day. So when we are in at the office behind our desks for 8 hours a day, you get live support. You've got an instant chat facility where you can talk to us, and we can take you through the answers either by chat. So it's instant. It pops up on our computer screens. You don't go into an email inbox, and we can sometimes talk you through that on our NextGen Academy TV. So the NextGen TV, we can bring things up and talk them through you in real time, which a lot of people find very, very helpful. Now, we also have our trading strategies, like I said, that we share with you. So we currently have the Newton Index, the Da Vinci Code strategy, and also a third strategy, which you get to download and keep. And I'll go into more information later on. But that Asian rejection strategy works on the Asian session, hence the name. And it is an absolute nugget of gold, because if you take into account that the most successful or highest earning hedge fund in the world makes just over 10% a year, you can check that on Bloomberg. The Asian rejection strategy currently makes around 11% a year, which is absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, a nugget of gold. And that is one that you get to download and keep on your MetaTrader for as long as you're trading. Whether or not in 10 years you're with NextGen Academy or not, that is one that you get to keep. So that's worth its weight in gold. Now, what makes NextGen Academy unique? So again, a quick Google of Forex education providers on the internet, and there will probably be hundreds, if not thousands, of companies which say they can give you a Forex education. Some will do a fairly good job. The majority won't. The majority will keep you within that 85 or 10% of people who either lose or don't make any money trading Forex. Now, the one thing that I always put at the top of this list, because it's something we're very proud of, it's something which does make us stand out from the crowd, is that you get constant support from us when you're learning how to trade Forex. So you should never feel like you're on your own. Like I said, we've got that instant chat facility where we can answer any of your questions live on NextGen TV. So if you're in school and you've got a question, you don't expect your teacher just to hand you the PowerPoint slides and expect you to work it out from there. We can answer any question that you may have. There's no such thing as a stupid question, because everyone has been new to Forex at some point in their lives. And some things can take a while to get your head around, and you may just need someone to explain it to you in a different way than it's been set out in the modules, because everybody learns differently as well. And aside from that, we've got a lot of support in our WhatsApp, especially our WhatsApp group. All of our students are in there, and a lot of our students, especially those who have been with us right from the start, they are there to answer questions a lot of the time, because they've been with us right from the start, and they're amazing traders now in their own right, even though they're still with us, because you can learn something new every single day. I've been trading Forex for 14, 15 years, and I still ask my dad questions because he's the fountain of knowledge. Another thing which makes us unique, and it is the market index. So the financial institutions matrix, it's something which the institutions usually have access to. And because of Paul's, history and his knowledge, we're able to have that same data streamed into the NextGen Academy servers. And of course, we're sharing our screens with you for 12 hours a day. So you get to see that as well. It gives us a head start. You obviously always also get daily rewards on your education package purchase through NextGen. So there's a whole other presentation on that, which you can go and watch. And obviously the person who recommended this, recommended you watch this, obviously has the answers as well. So NextGen has got that amazing compensation plan that goes along with the daily rewards. It is a full and complete Forex education program. So no matter what package you may purchase, you get absolutely everything that NextGen Academy has to offer. And of course, you get our 3 Forex profit-making strategies. And now there will be some more added, and there will be some changes to these strategies come in, like I said, at the beginning of June, but I'll explain to you what they are. They're not too much changing. You still get our amazing service. So those educational modules then, there's 20 modules in total. They're very, very comprehensive. I believe currently 3 modules have been taken down because they're being revamped. So there is currently, I think, 17 on there, and you're getting 3 brand new ones, which will probably be uploaded at some point this week. The content will take you from knowing absolutely nothing to being able to trade as a professional trader. So Paul often says that he prefers it if you know absolutely nothing, because it means you haven't picked up any naughty habits along the way that has made you lose money. But whether you've been trading unsuccessfully for a number of years or whether you absolutely know nothing, the course is perfect for you, because the way that the course is set out, it's very much step-by-step instructions. So if you come across a module and you think, that's why I've been losing money, then you can watch that module as many times as you need to correct your mistakes, or just to make it stick, make the information stick, make that light bulb go off, and you can move on to the next one. So the modules are between 10 and 25 minutes long, something like that, 15, 25 minutes long. So it means if you're on the train on the way to work, watch a module. You don't have to be stuck in front of the computer screen or TV screen or laptop for 3 hours at a time. You can watch one module as many times as you need to until the light bulb goes off. You may be on your lunch at work, something like that. Pop a module on, and like I said, watch it as many times as you need to until you've retained that information. We're not bombarding you with information in a 3-hour-long video. And obviously, anyone can do it. I learned how to trade Forex when I was 14 years old. You've got the same teacher I had, because my dad sat me down in front of the computer, and I started going through things with him when I was 14. He's an amazing teacher, he's an amazing trader. So you've got the same person as I did. And like I said, I was confident enough to leave the legal profession to come and trade Forex full time. So there's no reason why you can't do it, especially because you've got that team of traders there for 8 hours every single day, providing support, answering all of your questions, whatever they may be. Now, those modules are available in English, and we've got a number of language translations come in. So those include Spanish, Portuguese, and a number of other languages. Obviously, we have just redone the module for you. So we will bring those language translations out as well. Any suggestions as well for language translations, please send them across, because if there's a high enough demand for a certain language, we will always listen, and we will try our best to get them translated. But it's a very, very, very long process to get the full course translated. Now, the live streaming and support is something that I can't harp on enough about, because it is one thing that makes us stand out. Well, I know one of our students paid £5,000 for a Forex trading course, and with that, they got 3 hours of contact with a professional trader. That's it. For the £5,000, they got 3 hours of professional contact. With us, you get 8 hours every single day, Monday to Friday. No matter what package you have, you get us for 8 hours every single day, which again is worth the money just then and there, because you can ask us any questions, and we will help you set up your MetaTrader, and we will help you set up your brokerage account, because that's what we're there for. Again, like I said, when you're in school, you expect your teacher to be able to answer questions. It's exactly the same thing with us, and it is like we're next to you. Now, that live streaming that I discussed, we share our screens with you. That goes from 8:30 in the morning till 8:30 p.m. So please bear in mind that this is UK time, obviously, because we're based within the UK. The way that we structure our learning, if you will. So aside from the modules, you also get us helping you gain the experience that you need to analyze charts and things like that. Now, we will provide commentary on most of the trades that come up during the day on our strategies, but we also do daily market analysis, and that is something that our students take most from, is because you can learn you can have all of this knowledge from the modules, but you need to obviously gain experience then in dealing with live charts and live movements, how markets react to news items. And that is what we help you do. So 4 times during the day, we come on NextGen TV live, and we will go through the major markets. So 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. we will come on live, take you through the major markets, what levels we're looking at in the day. So what levels of interest that we may be looking at, support levels, where we think, and if there's any trends that may be happening in a certain chart. So after listening to us enough and identifying, you'll be able to sort of spot these levels yourself, and we'll say a figure and you'll think, that's what I was looking at. And we do that 4 times a day for you. We have 2 in-depth reviews, and then we have sort of 2 catch-ups during the day to see, if the market's moved. We might come on after a news item has been out and say, that's why we don't trade when there's a news item out, because the market's dropped so much. And that really is invaluable, because everything that you've learned, then you can sort of gain the experience of listening to us talk and through the analysis. Now, the live support that I was on, about 8 hours every single day, 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. That is your best chance to get us, because we're in the office at our computers, and our live chat really is live. It pops up on our computers. So like I said, you don't send a message and it goes into an email inbox. This is live. If the microphone's on NextGen TV for any reason, you'll hear all of the computers in the background ping where somebody's asked a question, because it goes through to every single computer in the office. So someone's bound to pick it up very, very shortly. I think at one point our response time for a live chat was under 30 seconds. It was about 26 seconds for a response, which you can't really get better than that, because we've got to take time to type it out as well. So our response time is very, very fast. We also do have obviously an email if you do want to send something in that takes maybe a little bit longer, or we need to look into something for you. But certainly between these hours is the best time to sort of ask a question or go through something with us. But outside of these times, obviously our support basically is 24 hours, because you can ask us questions on the WhatsApp. We also have a Telegram and social media as well. The WhatsApp is probably the one that stands out, because it's absolutely amazing, the support that, other students are giving other students. Obviously we're active in there as well, but our students do take over in there a lot of the time. And what is really encouraging to see is that people screenshot their brokerage accounts, so that we can see that they're actually making profit for themselves during the day now as well. So it's it's been really lovely to see them come on from these new students 2 years ago, and now they're trading and making themselves amazing money during the day and sharing that with us. So amazing. Now, you heard me talk a little bit earlier about the market index, one of the things that makes us unique. And the market index in itself is unique, because it is something which gives you a really good overview of the markets in real time, what's happening. So you get a kind of a head start on a trade. To be able to have access to it, you need a number of years experience within the institutional setting, but we have that same data stream that the institutions have streamed into the NextGen Academy servers. Now, what it allows you to do is it allows you to see everything that's going on within a market. Like I said, in real time, you get the figures, you get constantly updated as to what that particular market is doing. And the analogy which Paul uses is, imagine you're going to a horse race and you're placing a bet on a horse that you think might win that race. Now, most people don't know which horse is going to win. So imagine you go to place a bet, and you've got a sensor which tells you which horse has got the most energy. You're going to place your bet on the horse with the most energy, because when it comes down to that final furlong, that horse is going to cross the line first, because it's going to have the most energy to keep going at the end of the race. And in a Forex trading sense, that is what the market index allows you to do. It allows you to see which currencies have got the most volume, you know, and how the volume is changing in those markets. So it allows you to get a head start on, you know, which markets might be looking at going into a trade sort of thing. And Paul's favorite saying is it's like Pandora's box, because it's made amazing profits for all of our members. And one of our strategies is based upon that. Now, we currently have 3 of those 3 strategies. So the Asian rejection strategy, as I said a little bit earlier, is the one that you get to download, keep for however long your trading career lasts, whether or not in the future you're with NextGen Academy or not. It is one that you can upload onto your MetaTrader and trade with. Like I said, that currently makes us, so we use that to trade, and it currently makes us around 11% a year. Taking into account the best performing hedge fund is around 10, just over 10%, 10.3, something like that, last time I checked Bloomberg. Absolutely outstanding strategy. We love it. I know Echo loves it. The Newton Index strategy and the Da Vinci Code strategy are the ones that we currently stream out to you, because they're the ones, obviously, that you don't download. They're streamed out. The Newton Index strategy is probably one of my favorites. Asian rejection, close second, I think. And now the Newton Index strategy is the one that uses the market index. And the Da Vinci Code strategy will shortly be changing to a crypto strategy. So having a quick look then at what those look like. The Newton Index strategy, this is what it looks like. So this is how the market index works. This bottom box here is the market index. It's the financial institutions matrix. And how it works, obviously each one of these lines is a currency, and that correlates with the index right down the left-hand side of the screen here. So you can see that the green line is the USD, the blue line is the Euro, GBP is white, so on and so on. And how the index works is that it shows you the volume that was previously going through that currency and the volume that's currently. So you can see the change that's happened in 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, it's sending you all of this information. And you can see the strength of that movement in the boxes here. So you can see which boxes have got the most strength. And then it gives you the figures of where those currencies are currently sat. Now, if you have a little look, most of the currencies like to lie around this center line here, which is 0. Paul calls it their equilibrium because he likes words. And they currently all sit around 0. They'll diverge from it at some points, but they always like to come back and they always gather around 0. Now, how the Newton Index strategy has been developed is that when 2 currencies go past a certain point in opposite directions, so you can probably see and how easy it is to identify which currencies we're looking at. When they go past a certain point, they become what's called exhausted. That market becomes exhausted and it's probably going to want to come down. We see that a lot when we're analyzing markets. It'll hit a level of resistance. It's gone far enough and it'll just go, it'll have a retracement back off that point. Now, you can probably see, like I said, which ones we're looking at here. And it's important to know that each of these modules has, each of these strategies has its own module attached to it. So if you don't understand anything I'm saying now, that's perfectly fine, because there is a module just dedicated to learning how to use these modules, although this one is very, very simple to use. Now, we're looking here, obviously, at this orange line and this yellow line. They're the 2 currencies. They've gone past their relative certain points that we look for. And when they both start to turn, that is when they start to turn, that is when they become exhausted. So we're fairly certain that they're going to come and make its way down, back down to 0, where they always tend to be. Now, how the Newton Index strategy works then is obviously it looks at these 2 currencies. So we bring up that chart. We've brought up here Australian dollar, Japanese yen chart. And you can see this chart is currently coming down. So the majority of people looking at this chart or analyzing this chart will currently be in a sell because the market's going down. Now, the majority of people are going to go into buys when the market has gone a certain amount upwards to be able to say, yeah, it's stopped that downwards trend, it's going back up. But the Newton Index allows us to get into that trade at the most advantageous point, which is going to be right the way down here. So when both of those markets start to turn, that's when we're going to place our trade, and we're going to close our trade when the first of those goes back through 0, where it likes to be. So we've gone into the trade here when they've both started turning, and we're going to close that trade when the first one, on which on this occasion is that yellow line, that Australian dollar, goes back through 0. So just this one trade has made 25 pips in total, which is a really lovely, really healthy trade. And you can probably see that a bit further along, we've got another two lines, which are just about starting to do the same thing, aren't they? Well, they have done the same thing. They've gone past their relative certain points. They've both started to turn, and that trade, you would have got into that a lot later, obviously, than the one we're looking at. But that one would have come in as well. So absolutely amazing strategy. Again, one of my favorites ones, I think, because of the simplicity of it and how you can see everything that's going on, and you can see those figures in real time without having to wait for this market to go past your dictated points during your analysis. It's absolutely amazing. I think the simplicity of it makes it, that's why it's one of my favorite ones. Now, I'm not going to talk too much on the Da Vinci Code strategy because, like I said, it will be changing to a crypto strategy. Now, the Da Vinci Code currently works by placing two trades at the same time, one based on the GBP, Great British Pound, and one based on the CHF, which is the Swiss franc. So we are placing our trades when we see that those two markets have gone, again, a certain distance apart, and you will learn that within the modules. And we're going to close it when they've come back together, or when they go a certain distance apart in the opposite direction. So we're placing two trades at the same time. So this top chart here is the USD CHF, and we're placing a buy. And the second one here is the GBP USD. So we're always putting those two against the USD. And that first trade has made 44 pips profit, and the second one made 48 pips profit. So just this one Da Vinci Code trade has made 92 pips in total. So it's an absolutely amazing strategy, and it will be absolutely amazing when it's using crypto. Now, NextGen packages. It all starts with a package. I'm going to run through these very, very quickly. You get more information sort of through the other presentations that go on during the week for the main NextGen business presentation. Now, it starts with a pro starter pack, so that's €100. That gets you 1 week full access to our education program, along with the live strategies which we share with you, and obviously you also get daily rewards for your package duration as well. And the apprentice pack, then, that's €200. So the only thing that changes with the NextGen Academy is the length of time that you have access to it for. You get absolutely everything during your time, during your package. So the starter pack, 1 week, apprentice pack, 15 days of access, along with absolutely everything. The business pack, then, that's €500, so that gets 1 month's full access. The professional pack is €1,000, so you get 3 months full access to NextGen Academy with that. The elite pack, 2,500, gets you 6 months of full access. And the trader pack will get you 12 months of full access, and obviously everything else that comes along with it. So by the end of 12 months, you should be a pretty good trader. Like I said, we've got students who've been with us right from the start back in early 2020, yeah. But like I said, there's always, you can learn something new every single day. The market movements that we see, we've seen some within the last month that I've never seen trading, and so obviously I've relied on Paul's knowledge and wisdom, but you will always see something new within the Forex. There's nothing new every single day. Now, we did have obviously some NextGen Academy announcements from the official NextGen launch in Istanbul. Now, the first one, like I said, crypto trading. There will be 3 brand new crypto trading modules added to those educational modules. The Da Vinci Code is changing to a live streaming crypto strategy, as we've said. And finally, you get 2 bonus modules. So you get 2 profit-making Forex strategies. We will teach you how to do those on your MetaTrader. So you are having those added. And like I said, they will, I think they're aiming to be out on the 6th of June, 5th, 6th of June. So keep your eyes peeled for those. But obviously the NextGen Academy service isn't changing. You will still get, us for 8 hours a day, the streaming for 12 hours a day, and everything else that comes along with it. So if you do have any questions, we are always here to answer them. But as always, the best person to go back to is the person that recommended you watch this video, because they'll have all the answers for you. And of course, we have the next business presentation on Wednesday, which will be done by myself. And we also have one on Saturday as well. So thank you very, very much for listening, for joining us. I don't want to keep you obviously too long, so I hope that was okay. But I'm going to hand you back over to Echo now. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ima. That was amazing. Very relaxed and everything to the point. Just to add to what you just said at the end, that the extra 2 bonus strategies that is going to be on from June the 5th, I can tell you on authority that those 2 bonuses are already at the back office. So if you go there right now, the first bonus, that is the Fibonacci retracement, is there, and then the second one being the hedge strategy are already loaded in your back office. So we are actually only waiting for the crypto one that it is to replace the Da Vinci. And anytime you hear Emma talking about somebody that has been with us from the beginning that didn't know anything about forex trading but is doing very well, then I'm happy to raise my hand that I'm the one. Okay, so just by that testimony, I have someone all the way from Sweden who has also been with us and so happy with NextGen and is happy to share her testimonial with us. So if you can please unmute yourself, Florence Simonson, all the way from, I have to look for you and then unmute you.
I am unmuted now. Thank you, Echo.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. Hello, Emma. Nice to see you again. Hello, everyone. Just a point of correction. Echo, I don't live in Sweden anymore.
Oh, okay.
I live in Bulgaria now.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for
the
correction.
But you're right. I moved from Sweden, yeah. And when I joined the business, I was actually living in Sweden. I think it was September last year. I got a phone call and my pastor's wife, she told me, have you ever heard about bees? I said, bees, what, Bitcoin? I know Bitcoin. No, not Bitcoin, bees. I said, I have never heard about it. Then she started telling me about it. So you know what? Let me just call somebody to explain it better to you. And then she put a call to Grace. And then Grace was explaining to me. I was like, it didn't even take long for them to convince me. I said, okay, this is something new and exciting, obviously, the way they were talking about it. Then let me try and do something. So I think it was the very next day I got a 1,000 euro package. But Grace was saying, oh, I think you should go for the 5,000 euro. I said, let me just try a bit and see how it goes and all of that before I do all of that. And then I traveled to Valencia and I went to see Grace. I sat down with her. She showed me her back office and everything. And I was convinced. I was like, okay, so this is how it works. Yeah, you have to bring people, one person on your right, one person on your left. Oh, really? Okay. And then I decided that, okay, let me just go for it. So I brought my whole family, my siblings, my nephews, everybody. I told them about it. I think, Echo, you know my siblings, we are all in NextGen Academy. So yes. I am very happy about this business. I mean, I think for me, personally, I came into the business at the very best time. Because immediately I came in not long and then there was this trade pro and then came compounding. I mean, compounding alone blew my mind, you know? So I was just doing the passive reward, trying to get people in. And then later, I think it was Ebenezer or Gabriel. They said, you know, this NextGen presentation we are listening to, they keep talking about this Forex trading. Echo keep talking about this. Let us try to really look into this Forex trading. I said, okay, that's something. That is where the real money making is. So we started looking into Forex trading. I went through all the models repeatedly and I got really fascinated. But I told myself, you know what? I don't really have the time to trade Forex. So let me just push my siblings on it. So I pushed all of them into it and they got into it, committed to it. They were learning and then they took a demo account and all of that. When I traveled to Nigeria a few months ago, I saw what they were doing. I was like, why am I sitting on the sidelines and letting these people have all the fun? No, I have to be a part of it. So I decided to join. I got a demo account and I started practicing. And then later, when I got back, I got a live account. I am so happy to be part of the Forex Academy. I'm really happy about it. I mean, Forex trading is amazing. I mean, Emma has said it all, so I cannot add anything. It opens your mind to a whole new world of it. I never knew anything about it, nothing whatsoever, completely new. But it's it trains your mind the way everything is. So I would really encourage everybody, I mean, that if you can, to get into Forex trading, because not only does it make you money, it also opens your mind, it trains your emotions, it makes you disciplined, you know, because of the strategies that we are being taught, the risk management, the money management, everything. You don't even have to spend time and just sit there and be looking at your computer. I thought, oh, maybe I'll just be looking at computer. It takes too much of my time. I don't have the time. That was what I thought. And then you can put your stop loss and your take profit and all of that and just go away and do other things and come back. Voila, you have hit your take profit and you have made money. I mean, it's amazing.
Wow.
It's really amazing. I mean, I just love being a part. And then we went to Istanbul and then all the new additions. I mean, the company is amazing already. And then Istanbul, just like on steroids, all the new things that I mean, I am blown away. I am happy, and I believe from what I hear and what I have seen that this company has come to stay. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. I believe in this company with all my heart. And that's what I tell people. So I am really happy to be part of this family. You get to meet amazing people. I mean, when you are around, surrounded by millionaires, there's no way it will not rub off on you, unless you are somebody that is just, you know. So I thank every one of you. I mean, I'm so grateful and privileged to call all of you my family. I was privileged to meet Emma and Craig and Paul in Istanbul. It's nice to put faces to the voices that you hear every day. And Echo, yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. That was amazing testimonial by Florence. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is, you all heard exactly what I said. So, I'm challenging you tomorrow morning, the class, the back office. All you have to do is to go into your NextGen back office, click on the NextGen Academy. It will take you onto the your NextGen, and then you will see the screen. If it's your first time listening to this presentation, please go back to the person that introduced you to it. Sign up, join us, and you are going to be part of the best Forex and crypto education platform in the world. Why do I say this? When you can have a platform where from 9 a.m. in the morning, you will have someone I call master analyst. Greg will draw his resistance and support lines, take you through all the 7 majors of the pairings. He will come back again by 11:30, and then by 1:30 when the US market comes, at that point, you are good to go. By way of direction, at least you can pick 2 of the 7 majors by Greg's own analysis and it doesn't go wrong. Myself, I think on Thursday, by listening to him, I was able to get a shot on Aussie dollar JPY easily. And then, so, I mean, we are having fun. And it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about Forex, because that's how I came in. Because I had not picked up bad habits from any other platform. I was lucky enough that I didn't know anything. So everything that I do, everything that I know is from this platform. So thank you very much, guys, once again for coming. And I'm challenging you, if you're already with us, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., don't miss the 9 a.m. analysis, and then that be your habit. Just like Emma said earlier in her presentation, you can always, even if you're on the phone, if you're on the move, by listening to it. And that is the only way we are one family. So thank you very much once again. And I will allow Emma to have the last word.
Thanks, Echo, and thank you, Florence, for your amazing testimony. It was lovely to meet you in Istanbul. But yeah, just echoing really what Echo said. I think we've got a full week as well trading this week. No non-farm payrolls, no bank holidays that I'm aware of this week. So we should have a really, really good full week. We're going to hit the ground running in the morning. And hopefully I will see you all, like Echo said, on the 9 a.m. analysis. But I won't keep you too much longer because, like I said, I'm conscious that it's a Sunday evening for most people. So I will say goodbye and we will see you tomorrow. So bye for now. Thanks, everyone.